I, Brian, take you, Meredith,
I, Meredith, take you, Brian,
to be my wife.
to be my husband.
My name is Meredith Lucas, and I am 26. I currently work at KJ's Gymnastics. I'm a gymnastics instructor. I'm also the office manager there. I've known Brian for a very long time. He actually is the son of the owner of KJ's Gymnastics.
She started when she was about 7 at KJ's.
I've known him since I was about 7 and he was about 11, I think we figured out.
So we've actually known each other for 19 years.
So I worked there in high school, and then I went to college, and I came home from college, and I started working there again. And we just started kind of flirting, or I say he was flirting with me because I had no idea.
We started flirting and getting to know each other more and more, and yeah.
Like, we're texting and everything. It's like, you want to go on a date? He wants to take me somewhere really big, and to me, like, kind of a big date, which is going to a ropes course. Like, you know, like those, like you go from tree to tree sort of thing, because he's pretty active. And so I like doing that sort of outdoor thing too. But I was like, hold on, slow down. Like, let's just go get food first.
I asked her if she wanted to go do a ropes course. And she was like, maybe we should do just a meal first.
We went to Chris's Cafe and we had, you know, a meal together. We were all really nervous and everything. And then we eventually did the ropes course thing, which was fun too.
When did you know you were going to marry her? When did you think you were going to marry her?
Back in, I want to say it was February of 2017, they had a house fire. And I got the call. It was probably, I don't even remember what time it was sometime middle of the night. And I just had a realization that I did not want to be without her.
Just thinking about how good of a person he is, and like how much of a, how kind and considerate he is, and how respectful he is of his parents. Like, he doesn't just like act like he doesn't have parents, you know, like he's a son to them. And he helps with business, and he's always helping out his grandparents and, you know, doing things for his parents and doing this and that. And I just made me know, like, he's gonna be a great husband.
We will never fade away. We could sail the skies together till our skin is.
So how was the proposal?
Well, he asked me at the gym, which to some people might be silly, but that's sort of like where that's where we're always at. Like, we're always working there, we're always hanging out and spending time together there. He actually did it right before his mom has a big holiday party.
My mom always does a party at the gym, and so right around Christmas. And so I knew I wanted to do it there because a whole bunch of friends and family would be there.
And for the past 3 years or so that we've been dating, I got a little like dressed up and like would wear like something cute.
Yeah.
And every time he'd be like, why are you wearing this? Like, wear something comfortable, something, we're at the gym, you know, you want to like, maybe we can flip and stuff and do some gymnastics. Like, why are you dressing up? Well, my thought is, you know, your family's here, I want to look nice. I get there and he's in, for this year, he's in a sweater and slacks, and I'm like, what are you doing? This is the year I finally wore like a sweatshirt and leggings, and he's in a sweater and slacks. I'm like, it's just weird.
I was actually dressed up pretty well, nice shirt and whatnot. I'd been telling her for years, it's just a gym party, stay comfortable, sweatshirt, whatever, nothing major. And so she comes in finally for the first time in sweats and a sweatshirt. She had made a blanket for us that had pictures of us on it. that she had given to me. And so I got that from her place because I had left it at her place. And so she didn't know I had grabbed that. And so I got that. Her dad helped me get the ring. It actually was her grandfather had made the ring for her mother, and her mother had given it to me. We got it cleaned up and everything to give to Meredith. I put out the blanket. I had a book that she had given me that had a whole bunch of pictures from the last year. I put that there. I set up my GoPro to record it.
It was amazing. Like, he pulls me aside. He's got like a little spot cleared out. He had like a blanket and a book of pictures of us that we had, and he was playing music, and I don't know. He said really sweet things, and he took a video of it with like a GoPro. And I always say, like, you're gonna have to get this video footage for me because I don't remember what you said. I was so nervous and shaking. And
I started talking to her a little bit. I had a puzzle box that had praying hands and a cross on it, and so she didn't have to stumble through it. I actually opened up most of it for her so she could just take the last little cover piece off. So she took it off. The ring was in there. I got up on one knee, proposed. She said yes, of course.
Yes.
We could write an endless story through the struggle and the glory. By your side, I will stay. We will never fade away. We could sail the skies together till our skin is old and weathered. By your side, I will stay. We will never fade away.
A preacher's responsibility is to deliver a message that is thought-provoking, enlightening, inspiring, and above all, God-centered. I apologize in advance. This homily will probably only meet the last criteria. Many of you know when Meredith was younger, I spent some time entertaining as a clown. I even offered to wear a red nose today for her. But the offer was promptly declined. By the way, I did bring one just in case she changes her mind.
You really did.
I did. I told Meredith I've been preparing for this sermon for 26 years. When Meredith was born, I remember thinking how unprepared I was as a daddy. I knew I wanted to give her anything she wanted and everything she needed, but I had no idea what that meant. Her mother and I were able to give her support throughout her many life experiences, during her laughter and her tears. And as she grew, she met friends who would also share with her those moments of laughter and tears. But the most important thing we were able to give her was our love. In the introduction to his book, The Four Loves, C.S. Lewis says, God is love, says St. John. When I first tried to write this book, I thought that his maxim would prove me with a very plain, high road through the whole subject. I thought I should be able to say that human loves deserve to be called loves at all, just insofar as they resemble that love which is God.
Meredith, first of all, I love you. I loved getting to know you all of these years. You've inspired me to be better than I've been, to be more open, to be more brave, to be more courageous, to be more loving. And I can't imagine not spending another day with you.
Brian, I love you more than I ever thought I could love another person. I first knew I loved you when I realized that you embody the role of a son to your parents and the rest of your family. You are about the family business, and in the same way, all about our Father in Heaven's business. You are kind and encouraging, Your positive nature keeps away my blues. You have a servant's heart and you are always helping others. You make me want to be the best version of myself, which is why I will always be your person to lean on. I will care for you and comfort you. I will listen and cry with you. I will laugh with you, even when your dad jokes are way too corny. I will pray for you and our family. I will manage my own cell phone to preserve and protect her. I will help you fulfill your dreams and destiny. And I will never stop learning how to show you each day that I love you very much. Brian, this ring I give you.
Of the covenant made this day between us, and that with all that I am,
And all that I have.
I honor you,
In the name of the Father.
and of the Son,
And of the
Holy Spirit. I would say our greatest strengths are balance. I can support her, she can support me. I tend to be very optimistic, which helps boost her up if she's feeling a little down or a little stressed. Her creativity helps spark things in me.
How considerate he is and positive. Like he's so positive, and like he doesn't have a negative thing to say about someone, or he doesn't have when a situation comes up when things are stressful maybe, like he doesn't immediately think, you know, the worst is gonna happen. Like he's always trying to find a way that things will work out. Like he's always sure that things are gonna work out okay. And I just think you need that in life.
Official. Mr. Brian.
Put your hands together for the new Mr. and Mrs. Brian and Meredith Huggins.
This is a really great place to be. I see so many faces that I know. But the reason that I see them is because I've known the two of these guys for a really long time. I've watched them together, and what it's like is amazing. It inspires me to be a better person. It inspires me to be a better wife, to be a better friend. They love everyone with such selflessness, and they give up everything they have all the time. They care for each other, and they respect one another, and they put the other one first. And they really, as Meredith said in what she gave as vows, they want to see each other achieve their destiny. Meredith wants Brian to be the best Brian. Brian wants Meredith to be the best Meredith. You saw the way he looked at her when she walked down the aisle, but the way that he looks at her when she sings for worship team is the same. He's so in love with this girl.
Now, I remember vividly the summer of 1989. Martha and I were told that we were going to have another grandchild. It was going to be born on December 15th. I looked at my daughter-in-law and I said, no. That's going to be born on December 27th. And as the days went by, she was ready to kill me. Because on my birthday, when I was 50 years old, Brian was born.
About the heart-leaping stories, the he makes me blush stories, the stories where he gallantly treats her like no one has ever treated her before. I laughed and giggled with Meredith as I began to realize that she had found her home, and it was with Brian. About a year and a half into the relationship, I wanted Meredith to marry Brian. God created the both of you so imperfectly perfect for each other. Trust that the Lord knows what He is doing. Your purposes are forever intertwined to each other. And lastly, always say, I love you more.
Grow, prosper, and I bless you to expand your tent pegs every which way that God has for you.
In Jesus' name.
For many years of happiness to Meredith and Brian.
Here's to Ryan and Meredith.
Meredith is wonderful. She's so thoughtful. She's just so kind, so loving. She's great with the kids at the gym, which is so nice to see.
Why do you love Brian?
Because he's so comforting and kind, and he makes me smile, he makes me laugh. He's so sweet. He's such a sweetheart. I tell him every day he's a sweetie. Like, he just keeps me cool and collected, and he's calm, and he just doesn't give up. And yeah, I just know we're gonna have a wonderful life together, and he's never gonna, I don't know, he's not a bad guy.